I'm Christel. I'm here to do a reading for you. I want to do a career, work, business, whatever applies to you reading for the first 3 months of 2021. Now I'm going to give you a brief view over some planetary changes in January. There will be a full moon at the 28th, and I want to do a quick advice sort of message reading as well included in this reading for that full moon. Full moons are to release, to let go. The full moon is on January 28th at 9 degrees of Leo, and it is at 7:18 p.m. GMT time. It's also called the wolf moon because it's the dark moon in January, dark of winter, when the wolves supposedly howled at the moon. Well, they do that also at other stages, but it's called the wolf moon. Now, what else is happening in the planets? So the sun has gone into Aquarius, is now currently in Aquarius. It's there since the 18th. We had a square of Jupiter and Uranus on the 17th of January, which was also difficult. And at the end of this month, on the 30th of January, Mercury will go retrograde. And that will stay in retrograde in Aquarius until the 20th of February. So it's a good time to just do work in the background, to not launch anything new, to not try anything new, but to just do and prepare, as it were, in the background. So that is the planetary overview for just now. So I'll be going now to the reading.
Aquarius, this is your first trimester, first 3 months career, business, work reading. So everything to do that has to do with your professional life, really. And some added info. Let's start with these. Going to make some room. Going to do a little bit of more, so the cards were shuffled and cut and put together again. You'll need always to see that it's in the middle. Okay, that's that. So, I'll be pulling some extra cards from these here. It's the basis here, Aquarius. I think in this first 3 months, you'll see growth. 7 of Pentacles, growth. Everything that you've started somewhere in the past, and maybe even now, is going to make growth. It's going to come through the earth. The Pentacles are planted, and you see them grow. This is good, because I have also the 8 of Wands here for you. Now, the 8 of Wands for me, it's a quick card. It's also things starting to accelerate. All of a sudden, the things here, the things from that you planted, that you're seeing grow, all of a sudden they pick up speed. And they go in one direction. As you can see, all these ones are moving into one direction. So there's a lot of focus in this card. And I think your energy is going to be a lot focused. It's going to be focused on this growth, on the plants you see coming through from the seeds you've planted, from the work you have done. And all of a sudden, because of your focus, that is going to work with the acceleration. That is going to work with making things a lot faster. Now, there is some headache here involved. I feel maybe that because of the speed of things, sometimes doubt creeps in, like, am I doing the right thing? And have I made the right choice? Have I planted the right seeds? But I feel that with the rest of the cards, and especially with this card here, I feel that as long as you connect to your dreams, to the intentions you set first, and to the intentions with which you planted these seeds to come out, if you connect to that focus, if you connect to that inner will, that inner desire of your dream, of your intention, of your goal, it's going to be okay. Don't be distracted by doubt creeping in, by self-doubt, by worries. because that is only a distraction. It's going to distract from the focus. This is the sort of the middle card, really, and this middle card is really the most important. It's the picking up speed. It's the having the focus. It's the things moving in a direction. Now, along the way, when you're doing the moving here, and you have planted various seeds, maybe some things will, you need to weigh your options. Okay, what am I going to do first? What is the wise thing to do first? And that also can bring a little bit of doubt and headache because, you don't know what to do first, and that can creep in. That is okay because you'll have to make some decisions along the way. And this is normal when you have these things going that fast with a big focus. It's usually, it's normal that you have to make choices, but let's see what the other cards say. So I'll put them randomly. Also, these cards have been shuffled and cut. Okay, this one wants to come out. King of Wands and Justice. There's help. It's not that you're going to have to do this alone. I feel there is help for you. These are also good. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Cups. I'll read them in a minute. So, yeah, foundations and rewards. Okay, there's another fear card. Let's have a look first here. So the Seven of Pentacles together with the King of Pentacles. I feel that whatever you've planted, it has the ability to become successful. So if you have started a new business and you have done the first ground laying and the brick laying and the foundation laying, the seeds that you have planted and the foundation you have built it has the possibility of becoming very abundant. It has the possibility to be successful and to work. And it feels also that it brings a new outlook for you because, here you are pondering. You have pondered what you wanted to do with your life. So if that is a new business for yourself, whether you're a freelancer or it can also be, going to a new job. And if that is going to a new work, to a new job, it's going to be a possibility of, a promotion, of more joy and money coming in. If you are changing jobs, then of course this is also you laying the foundations to make that change, and the change is going to be good. Because there is this element of you have really pondered your options, you have weighed the pros and cons of this whole thing, of this year. And in whatever role that is, whether you're an employee or whether you are self-employed or whether you are at the head, in a very important function in one or the other corporation, there are things that, if these are new ideas and new foundation laying, you have pondered the options. But there is the possibility of it being very successful, whatever the thing is you're doing. Now, when I said it picked up speed, this is two cards for me. They are sort of the same. They are collaboration cards, people helping here as well. People helping, people also giving and investing in you. It feels like the speed you're gaining is because of the help. It's because you're not doing it alone. And the help can be like employees, but it can also be like other people investing in you, giving, insights, giving feedback, giving their ideas. It's about giving, somebody's helping you, somebody is giving to you. And whether that is a financial giving with the pentacles, or whether that's an idea giving, or even supporting you emotionally, with the whole thing, with this rushing and, these new things coming in, this big focus, and to keep you focused, that is all here. So there is help. It's not something you have to do alone. Now, when the worry is creeping, there are not, because there's, the wheel of fortune is turning. It always turns, but I feel here with the first card, it's going to be good, a good change, and a change you needed. But a change which also often made you wonder, am I doing the right thing? And with change, that often happens. Change is something we don't really like, and we are a little bit afraid of it, but it is something that is constant. So when you're in doubt, connect to this wheel of fortune, because the change is going to be good for you. Whether you are a little bit, worried about it, doesn't matter. So the change has to do with emotions. Whenever there's change coming in there, your emotions can be all over the place. But this Queen of Cups is a queen that trusts her emotions, that trusts her intuition, that trusts the knowledge that comes. She's a little bit connected to the High Priestess, but not fully. She's not as wise or as intuitive as the High Priestess, but she sees her emotions, she looks at them, she reflects on them, and then she makes decisions. So that queen energy is important to embrace. The choices you'll make on the road are going to be choices to, further along, reap rewards. And this is a happy card. The Four of Wands is happy. It is about a foundation that is also giving you rewards. It's about these plans coming to fruition. But along the way, you need to make choices. And these choices can bring out, again, doubt. I feel this devil is very connected to this Five of Swords. It's that little voice sitting on your shoulder and whispering in your ear saying, you're doing it wrong. And thing is, you're not doing it wrong because of the other cards, especially because also this King of Pentacles, there is some element to it that's ended. And the Wheel of Fortune, there is an element that says you're not doing it wrong. But of course, this is, just that little shadow that doesn't trust yourself. And I feel that with this card, which is Four of Wands, it's asking you to really trust yourself, because, the choices you make will be okay if you trust yourself. Don't trust the devil. Don't trust the naysayers. Don't trust those little voices that say, oh my God, what are you doing? Are you doing the right thing? Because you'll be doing the right thing. Now let's see what comes out here as a message. And this is a message for you to use with the full moon. With full moon is about letting go. So let's see what the message says. The Swan Spirit. Time for a deep dive. I feel that here you have started to dive. But this card is really, the Eight of Wands is really the deep dive, because it's speeding up. You have jumped, you have started something, and now you're diving in deep, because it needs your deep focus, it needs your deep attention. And you'll have help. It's not something that you have to do alone, but the deep dive is all encompassing. Now, the deep dive around that full moon, it's a good time to leave these things behind. It's a good time to, stop the worrying and leave the baggage from the past that says you can't do it. Leave that behind, because it's not true. It's just noise, static. Let's see what comes out here. I'm doing these randomly. This is an I Ching Oracle card, and sometimes I need to book for the rights. Okay, so 51 is shake. A disturbing and fertilizing shock. Wake up. Stir up. Begin the new. Return of life and love in the spring. Well, it's not so much about spring because we're not there yet, but I feel that this is really to go against the devil. With the full moon, this card is really the thing that says, okay, leave this behind and just, shake it off. Go. Something is going to help you, something, and I feel it's around that new moon, because that is going to propel you into those next 2 months, because the new moon is really at the end. I'm always saying new moon. It's the full moon, of course. It's going to be at the end, and that full moon is sort of, it feels a little bit like a turning point. It feels like it's starting this wheel here, because things you leave behind, and you have to focus on other stuff and to dive deep. And this is like reminding you to just Don't stay asleep. Don't stay into the slumber here. Don't stay attached to the devil, to your fears. Don't detach yourself from this. Get rid of that and shake it up, because there is movement for you. Movement, lots of movement. The Eight of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. It's movement of change, of course. So that's it for you, Aquarius. So I hope in your work or your career you're making the right decisions here, because there is the potential for this, for that King of Pentacles, for success, for abundance. So take care of this. For now, thank you very much for being here, and